Hey guys, just started a game here on chess.com. It's 10 minutes with a 5-second increment, and it looks like we're going to get a French advance. Playing down a little bit here, so hopefully I can take a little extra time and just win a nice, clean game. All normal stuff so far. He's probably going to play knight c6, and I will go ahead and play a3 in anticipation of knight h6. Okay, and he has decided to close the shit out of this thing. So this will be interesting because I actually know uh, don't actually know what I'm doing here very much. So I think the idea is that I'm gonna want to play b3 and start breaking down the front of his pawn chain. Um, he's got this pawn and the queen locking down this square, so I feel like I might want to play my knight to d2 to put some firepower here. I think that will be the move I make. So I'm sort of expecting, I've gotten these kind of positions a couple times, and people like move this knight here to eye up this square, get this bishop out, teaming up. Yeah, I don't really know how this is all going to shake out. So yeah, he does that. So I can't just play this move. What if I play b4 instead now? If he captures en passant, then I can play the rook to b1, and I should be able to round up that pawn. And if he doesn't, if he just tries to bring his knight in here after I play b4, I could win it. If he bounces back, well then at least, I don't know, that's not actually that great. Might not be that great because he'll just have this pawn here that I can never touch at that point. So yeah, I'm slightly stumped, but this is good that I'm running into this here and not during a real game that I care about. So after this game, I'll look some stuff up and I'll see what I want to do against this closed c4 French advance stuff. For now, though, in this game, I'm gonna have to make a move here sometime. b3, b4, rook b1. Yeah, hard to say. I guess I'm gonna do this. So he takes en passant. Then I was gonna play this move. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, so he can play the bishop to d7 now. And if I try taking here, he can slap the old pin on me, which could make things pretty interesting. So I'm wondering whether, instead of just playing right here where he wants me to, because he's neglecting his king side big time. That's where my pawn chain is pointing. So I wonder if I can ignore this a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have played b4, but I didn't realize this bishop d7 to a4 pin kind of crap when I did that. But maybe it would have been best to just let him have that square and I try and play over here. But he might have just moved his bishop and castled queenside and had nothing over here for me to attack. So thankfully, I'm going to go ahead and believe that I'm better at chess than this guy, so I'm not going to get too worried. And he spent some time thinking there, so I'm not too bad on the clock. So yeah, so if I take here, bishop a4, now I've got 2 defenders of that knight, and he's got 3 attackers. I'd be able to swing this knight back to defend. It's interesting. Otherwise, I take that knight. Yeah, I can't do that crap because his queen is defended by a pawn. So if I play rook takes, he plays the bishop takes, I'd be drawing an exchange. So I guess for now, I'm going to do this. And if he pins it, I'm going to drop this guy back. My dark squared bishop is going to be a problem, though. So I'm going to have to get untangled somehow. And the way I do that might be to play c4. The idea might be to play c4 so that I can have the queen defend this knight on the 3rd rank, maybe from f3, and then unpin, and then I'd be threatening to just exchange some stuff off. Yeah, this is not what I hoped for. Got a weird position, and I think it's probably just bad the more I look at it. His rook gets to come in, attack c3. This bishop's not going anywhere. It's looking sketchy. This bishop has to stay here and defend this right now. So yeah, this is definitely dicey. But he must not know what he's doing so confidently either, because he's spending quite a bit of time. I'm actually not down on the clock anymore, so that's a plus. I wonder, it looks really awkward, but I wonder if I can play my queen to c2 to a2 just to break the pin and defend the rook on b1, and then move away the knight and just kind of liberate my position. The queen would unpin, it would defend the knight on b3, it would defend the rook on b1, it would defend the pawn on a3, meaning that I could move my dark squared bishop away. Yeah, so I guess my ideas at this point are c4, queen c2. Queen c2 is looking weird because now I'm in 2 pins with the bishop and with the rook. Yeah, this is yucky. But if I spend too long and just get too low on time, doesn't matter what kind of brilliant plans I come up with. Gotta try and keep the pressure on this guy. Keep it up. Keep him thinking. So what moves does this guy want to make? This guy might play his knight to h6. He might play his knight to e7. He might play f6. He can almost play queen takes d4. but not quite. There is this pin, so he'd get that back, but I think my knight would be able to take. Huh. All right, I was not expecting that move. I kind of just want to continue with this stupid Queen A2 thing just to unpin. If he trades, am I going to take with the bishop or the knight? It's kind of nice he put the knight there. For me, at least, it's nice because now his rook isn't looking at c3 directly. If he does take and bishop takes, that'll defend this. What are you doing here, guy? I think I want to have my rook take. Geez, I can take this with so many pieces. So many different pieces. All right, up 30 seconds on the clock. Gotta figure out if one of these captures is significantly stronger than the others. This guy forces the queen to move. This guy will likely lead to a queen exchange. If he ends up taking here, this pawn's going to be loose unless I have the queen or the rook there, or the bishop. Let's think positionally. Let's think. Honestly, my queen's a little dumb over here. It's not going to be super active. I might just let it get traded off. Yeah, so I'm gonna undo this pre-move just for clarity of calculation. It's not gonna cost me too much time to play rook takes queen. I thought he was just gonna take it right away actually, but maybe he doesn't want to. I'm starting to like my position more and more now since he did this stuff. So yeah, I was gonna have the rook take just so I got a piece defending both of these pawns. Now I got the bishop pair, so that's something. What if I just take it nice and easy right now? If I take it nice and easy and just get my bishop out and castle. Oh, okay, so that's not so cool. If he brings his knight to a5, attacks the rook, then I'm dropping the c pawn. And this piece is too strong. I think I'm going to, okay, yeah, so he's doing this shit. So I think the general rule is you're supposed to take this guy, because if he can just capture here, it's going to be nasty. So I'm going to start by taking. I think I'm going to have to take this knight. He's going to take back with the pawn. the pawn will shield this. I'm going to drop all the way home. I'm going to get castled. Okay, yikes. Might play this bishop check on h5 if he doesn't play pawn to h5. Wouldn't be surprised if he does play pawn h5, though. Looks like a pretty neat move. Okay, he doesn't. Now he can block here with his knight, though. But it's okay. I'm going to play this and open up my rook coming to e1 to hit this backward pawn. Not backward. His loose pawn. Pretty soon I also might want to just play this pawn to a4. Try and stop his advance to solidify this pawn, as well as remove it as a target for his bishop so that I can get my bishop cooking in better places. And I also gotta mind the clock. We do have the 5-second increment, so if it gets blitzy, I don't have to worry too much, but I just don't want to leave myself with no time to think. So yeah, if I can play a4, develop my bishop, get these guys connected, start trying to break down his center, make this an open position so my bishop pair can shine. Let's start with this. Start with that. Okay. Well, he's attacking this pawn now. So I'm going to put him here. So now I got my rooks connected. My position's a little tidier. He might put a minor piece here. He doesn't. I don't like that move by him. I feel like I got a good chance of attacking this now. So that's cool. I'm going to play this move just so he can't put a piece here. Because now his knight is not going anywhere, really. Forward, at least. Okay. Attacking this. I want to put this rook here, and now I have the threat of playing bishop f7, attacking his rook, attacking this pawn. It's a nice little threat. Kind of want to get my king onto a light square and off of the G file. Might play the king to f1. Assuming that he sees this and plays rook f8 or something. Still looking good on time. I can't like play for a win on the clock with that 5-second increment, but very conscious of that. Okay, so I'm hitting everything on the light squares. This looks good for moi. He does have this pawn that wants to roll forward and start cracking, but up an exchange or a piece is going to be good. Should be fine. Yeah, so this knight could be a target. These rooks, king. The light squares are coming down. And he's starting to spend a lot of time, so yeah, this is favoring me. I just got to keep my cool, get this material, solidify, shut him down. Pretty soon I'll be able to stick a rook here. Think about doubling, breaking through on the b file. Force his bishop back on the defensive just to hang on to this pawn. He's down to 15 seconds, so he might just throw in the towel here, knowing that he's going to lose some material. Otherwise, he's living increment to increment, which is not a fun way to play chess. Yeah, he's getting real low. That looks like that's going to be all she wrote. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick... That seemed like more than 26 moves, but let's just take a quick look through this game. We got a French. I play that advance, c3, queen out, all normal until that move. So that's going to be something that I need to look at more closely. I've gotten this position. I've actually played it with black, twice maybe, and I've had people play it against me a few times as white, but I don't really know the ideas. I know black often castles queenside, and if white's on the king side, kind of castle behind your pawn wall and throw these at the white king. I don't know though. So yeah, my idea was to eye up these squares where his pawn chain is doing work. And I definitely need to find something better than this stuff, because bringing this knight over here, this just looks so clumsy. So clumsy. Can't move the bishop anywhere, because if I do, I'd block the rook, and I'm losing a piece. Kingside's clogged up and stuff. So yeah, I think thankfully black... I mean, I don't know what else I could have done besides this queen to a2 stuff and to try and unpin and free up, but I just feel like that's not the main line. After he played this and removed a piece from attacking the one that he's got pinned, I started to feel a little better. And we ended up simplifying down, and now we're just playing chess in an open position, where I've got the bishop pair and his king's in the center. So I just was able to start removing my weaknesses and probing some of his. I never ended up using that b5 square after he played a5, but that was something I was keying into, so I can double up and attack this, or just rest a piece here and build pressure on the fifth. I kind of like g3 because I just didn't want him to be able to land a bishop here or something and then use his knight to undermine this or something. So this was just to give my bishop some more light squares to roam on and prevent his knight from moving forward at all. And then that was a sneaky little move. He did not see my threat, came in, crushed him on the light squares, and he just decided not to move anymore. So yeah, I will be studying these closed Frenches right here. And other than that, it was a fun game. So yeah, thanks for watching.